Pretty weird, eh? I got a cat just crapped in the bathtub. I got another one playing there. And I got these little kittens that don't stop yapping. And the worst of it all is, you know what the worst of it all is? Really and seriously? Oh, this is terrible. So bad. I can sense, okay, somebody tapping like two forks together and then scratching the metal of the fork. Oh, oh, oh. The mind is weird, eh? Holy crap. I feel it in my teeth. It's the worst sensation in the world. You know, maybe I don't understand you and you don't understand me, but you know what? Ugh. Oh, I can feel it digging in against my teeth. Anyways, what I'm going to show you is this over here. Okay, imagine this was one half of a dice. Okay, not only that, just pretend that if it was turned around, it would be on both sides. Where did it go? You see, it would be on both sides. Now I'm going to turn it this way. This bar that goes between the north-south pole, turn these two things around, and it makes a connection. So what I'm trying to say is, this in the center on this side, let's say this would be 369. This one would be 147. But it can't be 147, 369, because you see the way this is over this, and this is in between this, saying the only one here that's working is the in-between number. C, C. Two different C's. This, if it was flipped and moved on to this side, would actually look like this. Or if you remove the bottom, it would look like a T. The word chocolate, okay, the word chocolate, look, I, 1, T, H-I-T. It says hit. The last three letters that say 8, right? 8 means 8 hit. Number 8, hit. Chocolate. Number 8 hit. Means the number 8 hitter came up to the plate. Now, the question would be, why? Well, when the man's born, he's 9, right? So either you're 9 and you're the pitcher, or your birth is 9 and you move to 8, because 8 is right next to 9 to get into this world. The 8 and 9 switch, odds and evens. Is that the way it goes? Maybe it doesn't go exactly that way. The 8, but anyways, in chocolate, it is the 8. Okay? And you're born from the pitching position, the one spirit of the sixth angle of the God. So what I'm trying to get to with that, that's what it says in chocolate. It says one hit, one heaven hit. And at the same time, it sort of says Chile in China. Chile in China, I got a hit. I've been mutilated. Anyways. X over X. This is an X over an X, right? But if you hold it a little bit more this way, it's actually tic-tac-toe. This way it looks an XO holding up an X. And this way it looks more like tic-tac-toe. Because it is tic-tac-toe. Oh, another thing. Oh, I've got a cat outside that wants to come in, but I can't let him in yet. Oh, there's so many words. Have you ever seen the man who went out to sea? They said he was the man to be the seaman. So he was the seaman of all. He was the seaman. He was the salmon. He was the one, okay, Uncle Sam, he was the one, the seaman, the E-world, the angel, electronic mass, man-angel spirit. And you know what it is? E-world of electronic delta duplicates of the fag. Those are numbers 4, 5, and 6. I know I'm just throwing you some crap out there. You ever see Nazi, Zion, New Zealand? Watch out. Letters. I and O. Okay. The M. Okay. Did you notice the way it X's here? This is an angle hook. Okay. It's a straight up and down bar and an angle hook here. The same thing with this one. They're 45-degree angles. That's the question. To make the letter M, does it take the 45-degree angle? Would we assume it can be that way? Because right away, the M and the angle says the fox. And we already know in this world it's only one. So it's 1,000. Spirit, angel, man. 000. Eggs. They're just eggs. Open the eggs, we'll build up the man. You know what I'm saying? You buy a game, you say, wow, look on the front of the game. Look what the guy designed. It's beautiful. But when you buy the game and you bring it home, you look in the box, nothing's done. You have to do all the designing yourself. So it's the same way with the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Spirit, angel, and man, although it can be 1, 6, and 4 in certain situations, they're actually just a bunch of pieces in the box that you got an idea to build spirit, angel, and man. That's it. No more. What, do you think we came here? Whoa, yeah, sometimes you buy a puzzle and some of the pieces are already done, right? Well, the same thing for man. The sperm and the egg are already done. The child already exists because the sperm and the egg exists. They're waiting to get together to build something as one sperm and egg. They come together. Hey, man, I fucking built a hand. Look at that. Whoa, 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 whoa. And it moves on contact. Pretty cool, eh? Man moves on contact. What about this shit? I really can't make up. Here is an I sideways, right? Holding up a bar. Or it's an H, okay? Holding up this element over here. But if you look at that element, it has this design. Okay, these are some of the designs you get out of M. And then the 5. What the 5 does is it divides up every single cube is in an individuality looking at the 5. And it's all kinds of weird stuff. This is the way the cube sits. 6, 3, 1. Okay? No, that's absolutely wrong. That's wrong. Oh, no, that's right. 6, 3, 1 is right. Holy fuck. I'm trying to tell myself my work is wrong when it's right. 6, 9, 10. 5, 8, 10. 10, 10. This is the way the 10, 10 world begins. 5, 7, 3, 10. 6, 3, 1, 10. Now, what else would you put here? If you put the 6 here, right? And the 5 would be on the one side, the 2 would be on the other side. Because you got to imagine this like all folded up. You know what I'm saying? It's folded like in and out. Anyways, we're going to go on to the next step. I'm just throwing some shit at you. And the next step is this. Now, what the shit is that? Okay. Hey, man, this is the roulette board. And all the squares are where the black numbers go. But you want to see something really funny about this? Yeah, this is exactly the roulette board. It's exactly the roulette board. Now read it. P, 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 P. If you turn it around, it says, I did. I diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. Look, the I or the L and the D. Now you want to do it one more time? The jack. See the jack? J, T, J. 3 letters. Look, you can either leave this here or take it away, okay? It's a jack here, okay? Over here is a T. If you want to go with 3 letters, right here's a T. Here, 1, 2, 3 over here is another jack. J, T, J, T. So it says J, T, J, T. 10, 20, 20, 10. 10, 20, 20, 10. This way and this way. Meaning 1 year, 2 years. 2010, my friend. So, do you see the PP in it? The other thing I wanted to show you is, if I can remember to show you it, it's exactly alike. There's 2 sides exactly alike. This is the roulette board. This is the roulette board. I can tell you that right over here, okay, is number 31, 32, and 33. Okay, the two blacks in here, okay, there's a square in the center over here because when I did the outside ones, it already created the letter, right? So you automatically have to read all these letters. Want me to tell you the number in here? Or just read in the bar. You have to be able to close out of your mind all the lines you see. Okay? If I was able to, if I took my time, if I was able to, if I tried, if one day, hopefully I will show you exactly how, but this one's 33, this one's 31. 31 and 33, command of Christ, total 64, man and angel. Okay? So since this one is 31, right, this one has to be 28 and 29. 28 and 29, my friends, 5775, the year 2014. So you take 57 and you put it next to 64, and you have, no way, that's not true. No way. Now I'm going to have to write it down. I hope I don't ruin it. Okay, this one is 28 plus 29, and this one is 31 and 34. 28, this is a total of 57, and this is a total of 64. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know what it equals? This is roulette. It spells pee-pee, the letter P. Using only the black inside, this would be 33, this would be 31, 29, 28. The total equals a total of 121. You want to talk about Illuminati? 11 times 11 is 121. The 121st day of the year, which if I believe I'm right, is May 1st. Okay? And they call that the Illuminati Day. And 11/11 is the 121st day of the year, which is May 1st of the year. Is that right? And it's also the 5th month, the month of passage. What day is it on? I'm not quite sure. So what's going to happen now that we have this is the question has to come to, is it, which way do, I mean, I'm jumping up and down right now. I'm all excited. I got the 121. Which way does the paper go? I want to look what else was involved there. Oh, yes, not only that. Look, 88, 88, 88, 88. Now this, right, is an angle here. This can say I, L. They'll all say IL, and if it says I and L, right? I and L is the 12th letter, and I is the 9th. Totals 21 again. It's all been set up. When did they start the Illuminati Freemason stuff? Because so far, see this set of dice here? Look at the 3 on this side. And you see, 2 jagged lines. Now what we're going to do is this. See, it's an upside down V. It's an upside down V. Now the only thing I'm getting to is you have all seen what I'm telling you now before. You have all seen it. Every time you look at a picture in a painting and say, hey, it looks like a horse, but if you look on this side, it looks like something else. It's all because of the angles and the placements of these dots, okay? And you see number 6 here? This is the easiest one. Look. They're different. No, they're the fucking same, right? Look on the back. Isn't it weird? Now take a good look at it. Take a good look at it. They're sideways, okay? But yet the bicycle on each of the dice are straight. but they're not straight. You understand what I'm saying? They're not straight. This is straight. Now, I never did this before, and I must take a look at the 5 dice and the 3 dice. Oh yeah, they're fucking different. Something's different about these 2 dice. No, no, no. But look, something's weird. Hold on a second. See the bicycle? One is going one way, one is going the other way, yet they're both number 1. Now, if I hold it this way, they're both number 4s. You can agree? Yet I turn it the other way, they're number 3s. Okay? But if I held it this way, the 1's bicycle is not centered. Did they make a mistake on these dice? Is that why they put it on the 1? Because it didn't matter which side that it was. They weren't going to check anyways. So, bicycle, are you out there? You're looking at your dice. Why is it like this? I'm going to call you up. I mean, these 2 should be on the same way, but they're not. So right away, I'm trying to think. Okay, I'm touching it, and I feel it. So there must have been a little bit of weight that's added onto this dice this way. Okay, I have no idea how little weight like that will change anything. And it's different on this one here. Okay, we're going to go into here. So anyways, yes, this is the roulette board. I'm going to try to figure out which single dice goes into each one. See this is the way it goes in? Which one goes where? So I'm starting off with emptiness. Let's see where I get to. Thank you, Raphael 7286. Oh, yes. I woke up this morning and I lit up one of them dangle little old Smoky Bears. One of them Smokies, man. Smoked one this morning, felt a little bit funny, got right into it, although, hey, pineal gland. Wait a second. What's going on? Pineal gland. Ah, yes. Good morning, my friend. You have awakened from a slumber, from working in the yard, on the roof, and with the lumber. You have been well, my friends. That wacky, crazy stuff, of course, you have to lift the pineal gland, my friends. Don't ask me why. Of course we're all going to go nuts. What do we do once we get in? We talk all fucked up. Is that what we do once we get in towards the pineal gland in our head? We're going to talk all fucked up. Or I'm just making fun of being fucked up. Or I'm just making fun of everybody who talks fucked up. The pineal gland. The penis in your... Is that what it is? You ever see the size of a cat's penis? It's probably the same size as your pineal gland. Unless they're not made from the same substance. You're talking made from substance. Let me tell you one thing. We're on this earth, right? We're all made from something from somewhere that was touching, surrounding the elements of this earth. The substance of any substance, we are connected to all because all is here. All is here. All is here. Pretty cool, eh? Raphael 7286. I just began thinking last night. I was thinking, and it was very interesting. I was doing it by myself. Yeah. Oh, it was so crazy. Oh! All by myself. I was thinking, and all of a sudden I had a thought. So, holy fuck. I says, when you do one thing, something else happened. He says, whoa. He says, I got to stop thinking. Because if I think and I get a thought, what do I do with the thought? Now I'm starting to think even more of what I have to do. I don't want to think about it. But I will turn the page in my book and try to see what else is in it. My tongue is so dry, I cannot get any. No, I don't have anything else in here. I just have this. I'm going to get some cigarettes so I can slow down the rush, the morning rush hour I don't know about you guys on the way to work, but I open up Show FM because when I wake up in the morning, it's the morning rush hour. Right? How come I can't look at myself on the screen? I gotta sort of like, and my eyes. Wait a second. This is screwed up. I'm watching my eyes. Okay, eyes. I'm gonna move. You don't move. Oh, they're moving. Look at them. My eyes are moving inside my head, but I'm not trying to move them at all. I'm always looking at the screen. Eyes. Tell me if my eyes are staying still or they're moving. Listen to the chirping of all the cats, my friends. We must end the show right now. I've got cats screaming for a little bit of milk. I got one outside who's telling me she's frozen because it's 10 degrees outside. What did we come upon today to understand that the one spirit is under the sixth spirit, the cross under the water, under the oceans, under the sands, of the roar of the tiger, the aurora. R, the boar. Don't ask me what it means, the boar, but it's in there. It's in the book. George? Yes, Jer? It's now in the book. It's in the book. Hold it. Hello? Hello? It doesn't work, my phone. Ah, you have to make it look like an Englishman for it to work, right? Gotta have a square head, right? Okay. Hello? Hello? You see the square? Hello? 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 Oh, you have to install it. Ah, you see, that's where it all comes from. There's the whole world. You see, I caught my brain trying to leave my head. But don't worry, if this brain left my head, I have the duplicate of it. Here's my brain, and here's its duplicate brother. Who the fuck am I? Who the fuck am I? What? You can't be too much of a soul. Why? Because you said the word fuck. Well, I go fishing for fucks all the time. Well, don't tell your son about that. Well, he's with me all the time. We do it in England. They call it the fucks hunt. Oh, you mean the fox hunt? Yes, we're looking for number 45, the red fox. Number 45 out there, red fox? Number 45 out there, red fox? Well, 1014, 1019 come about. 1014, 1019 come about. What? There's no 1014, 1015? No 1014, 1015 in CB codes? Do you know why? Because they come about. The 14 is the passage of the Eggy. We've got an Eggy in the 4 passage. Of course you don't know where they are and they can't be all real. They're me. I'm 1014, 1015. I went through the rabbit's hole. I'm part of Alice and Wonderland. And 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 there's a whole lot more here than you really know. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, they're all 8s, they're all Bs, they're all Ds. You split them up, you bend them down. Anyways, you remember I showed you on the other page the C clamp? This is a section of 12 numbers, a section of 12 numbers, section of 12 numbers, section of 3, section of 3. The betting opportunities in roulette. Okay, and I went absolutely nowhere in the last 4 minutes trying to tell you a whole lot of something to make a funny story stupid, and that's the way it ended up to be, and I'm going to get a pack of smokes. I got to get out of the house. Holy Christ, 9 a.m. in the morning? What do I do? I have no ambition. Do I have an ambition? What am I doing? If I had an ambition, I mean, like I had in this, I'm quite sure I'd get up in the morning, okay? But I know, and you see, one of my problems to all my ambitions is that in a month I'm going to be already doing something. But I'm not doing anything. What am I doing? What am I doing? Where am I going? I can jump in a truck and make myself $1,000 tomorrow and go, yeah, I'm a somebody. I just got a check for 1,000. Holy fuck. Look at that, man. I'm a doctor. And I got the same check for 1,000. So now the complication comes in. Oh, my son's a truck driver. He makes 80,000 a year. My son's a doctor. He makes 20,000 a year. Your son's a doctor, makes 20,000. Son's a doctor, makes 20,000. His son's a truck driver, makes 100,000. So that stands weird in your mind. You know what I'm saying? A guy carrying around somebody's golf bag on his shoulder, like for Tiger Woods or something, he's making like a lot of money. And then the guy who's a doctor is now saying, hey, I make 300 grand a year. And the other guy turns around and says, hey, man, he says, I drink a couple of beers, get on a little drunk, tell Tiger Woods to hit it to the left. He scores it in the hole. Everything's so great. He says, you can't drink and drive at the same time. You think it's Tiger Woods who's the professional? No, it's the caddy. But the caddy drinks, so he can't drive, so he gets Tiger Woods to hit the ball for him. Hey, caddy, you drunk? Yeah, I'm drunk. Okay, no drinking and driving on the golf course today. That's pretty funny, but I've smoked weed and get onto the golf course. Yeah, that funny tobacco. I don't know if it's illegal use. You're all a bunch of real hosers. Tobacco, weed illegal. Excuse me. Why would you put weed illegal? Why can't we get stoned? Who the fuck are you? I mean, it's a plant that grows. Any ignorant bastard who wants to put it illegal is because he only has his own desires in mind. Okay? You only put things illegal because of your own desires. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, things that are not nice to do should be illegal. But things that get you high and stoned, it shouldn't be illegal. I don't know. You know what? See, I'm smoking, or I don't know one guy that smokes weed that has ever really done anything fucked up. And if there has been anybody, it's only me. I saw one time I smoked this big joint and I got up and I was banging the walls and I felt like I went into another world because for these seconds that the dust and whatever it was in my mind. Oh yeah, I was at Mitch Twitchy's house there. Oh yeah, I'll never forget. It must have been about 30 years ago. Cat's still outside waiting for me. You know, it's really weird. How's that possible? Like, what the fuck? I mean, the first thing I'm going to make legal. Okay, obviously, I'm going to do an extra study on the weed to make sure that I've got my thinking cap on, right? Holy crap! First thing I do, I make legal, and I put George Bush in a room, and I get everybody to go in. He probably smokes it already, but who cares? Who cares? Why are we working on such petty little stupid things? Okay? The public should know it themselves. Okay? I want someone to show me the only thing I would stop is when you work in a certain environment, you're not actually allowed to wear the hat of your country when you would do a job that's an in-between job. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a policeman wears a police hat. It's the way it is. You're a Jew. When you're a Jew, you wear a kippah. When you're a policeman, you wear a police hat. But when a Jew who's a policeman is a policeman, he's got to wear his police hat. His other hat has to stay home. Whatever he prays for, he has to keep it in his house, certain places on the street, but you cannot bring it into the governmental public eye because we share with the rest of the public. A policeman has no nationality. He takes no sides. Okay, excuse me, he takes the side of the good, the only one in the judgment. He makes no extra judgment other than to take and bring the person in, and that's why the policemen only bring the person in because who do they know and how do they know how their judgment is going to be? There's so much shit out there that has to be said, and I don't say enough. But what I do still think, okay, that I highly believe, is people should be taught to understand what it means to love. Okay? You think I want to love all the time? Absolutely not. I want to separate from most and get away. But you know what? The thing about love is like this. We doesn't mean we have to sleep with each other. All it means is, you see, our connection to life, okay, is because we can touch. If we remove all touch, then the element of energy does not get transported from who you are to where you are to who you are as a person on this earth. Whoa, that was hard to say, and I never thought it would come out right. Did you understand? I'm a little mixed up, so that's okay. We have to touch to stay alive. Now, the question would be, can we be our own energetic balls? Hello? You have to touch. You are constantly in touch with the void. Because you are in touch with the void, you fill the empty space that somehow you are alive because you see it, you say it, and it is reckoned that way. You have to touch to get the energy to exhaust yourself and to ingest yourself. You have to touch. You know what I'm saying? I'm breathing in the space that I do not own. That right away says you are being touched. That means your love is there. You have no choice but to touch. So when you take away all love, it shows you no one is touching. It is death. It is no more. It is an end of survival. The survival is to touch without anybody shooing you away like a fly. Shoo, little fly, shoo, little fly. You have to touch. You have to listen to the buzz of that fly, because if we don't touch, like I said, we are not able to connect to the breathing, to the energy. We must touch. So therefore, we have to love and procreate. I mean, if you don't procreate, there's not going to be any human beings on this earth. Is that the word to use, procreate? So if we don't have any humans on this earth, there is no earth, there is no love. We're not sleeping with them. So therefore, if homosexuality can bring human beings, then homosexuality would be a plus. But if homosexuality does not aid in bringing, I mean, everybody in this world is always asked, how can you make a homosexual go straight? Well, the question is, you can't. But he can still have babies. Can a homosexual have babies? Well, that would be a guy. He couldn't, but it would be the female, right? Yeah, it doesn't mean you have to. You see, this is the other area. It doesn't mean you you have to believe and to be in love with the other sex, right? Doesn't mean you can't. I mean, in order, I mean, everybody knows to make you have to make babies. You have to make babies. So you can still be homosexual and have babies. No, I'm not gay and have gay friends. Isn't that the same thing? Hey, my gay friend, yes. Um, God says you should make some babies with a woman. You don't want to, right? But what if I told you that your life will end forever unless you make a baby of yourself? What do you do now? You're homosexual. You hate women. You don't want to do it with them, but you need to live on. You need to live on. Your spirit has to live on. The only way for it to live on is to, I mean, I'm just assuming, is to make a child. So you can stay homosexual, make the child, and you go, hey man, that shit kid, he's going to be like me, just like his daddy. He's going to make one child just to move on. You know what I'm saying? Ho, mo. It means, homo means the working of the words. The working of the words. Homo. Sexual. Oh my God. The number 6, my friends, okay, said improperly, is sexual. Okay? Said by a Frenchman is sexuel. Okay? It means to putting together of number 6. Because 6 is 9, is 9 is 6. You put them together and you pick up sticks. You turn them around, you learn new tricks till he fucks you in the ass and he calls you all pricks. 6 man is all insane. We're in this world and playing the old world game. There's nowhere to go, but we're always on the move. There's nowhere to stay, but we're always staying over. Now, what does that mean? I have no idea. Sometimes I should just shut my mouth and say thank you very much. This is Raphael 7286. Okay. Now, before I leave, I have to say one more thing. What if God says, you're wrong? I want to see if you can eliminate all the people from the world. Well, then homosexuality would be probably the way to go. You can't screw up that way by eliminating all the people. How do you eliminate all the people? By not making babies. Holy fuck. I had a child. Oh my God, my mother had a child that was me. Her father had a daughter that was her. That had a father that was him. That had a mother that was her. That had a father that was him. That had a son that was her. Oh my God. You understand what I'm saying? Whichever way you desire the cycle, you see, that's the one wrong thing. When the new world comes in and I run the world, I'm just talking not as I, but as a point. And if we go ahead and I run the world and we say, okay, we can't pass a law to make babies, but can we pass a term as one of our things to say is, one of the things to say would be, I'm trying to think of this right now. We have to make babies for the existence of this planet to be. Now, does everybody agree with that? Okay, now listen to this next screwed up thing. We're not actually here, like I've said many other times. So whether or not we make babies or not, when God wants to end this game, he'll make this place and space disappear if he really wants. Or, I told you, this is the way I look at Urantia. We rent space. Earth is renting. Earth is like the Olympic Stadium, okay? Just sitting around and hanging around for people to occupy it. The more you occupy it, the more you keep the thing in shape. So that's basic thing about space, okay? If we all die, we go to heaven, what God's going to say? Alakazam, Alakazum, disappear the earth. I don't know. Maybe he will say that. But Russia, let's go, man. Put on those sweatpants and let's go. Let's see what you can do, Russia. America, I'll meet you on the back nine. The infiltration. I mean, it's almost like, I mean, something's. The video, time. Raphael 7286. I think I've said enough.